anywhere. You just need to be careful on the poses that you do. But today, I'm using a towel for my knees. So notice what works for you. So let's start in our child's pose position. Coming to our knees. Knees are nice and wide. Toes close together. We're going to reach those arms above our heads, dropping our forehead down to the mat. If this does not work for you, you can place your hands. Forehead can rest on your hands. Take a few breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose. With each exhale, we're relaxing that lower back. Walk those hands to the right. Take a few breaths here. Feel this stretch in our left side. Let's walk those hands to the left. Back to center. Let's come up on our knees. Let's do our cat-cow. So our toes are up. It adds to the stretch. Chin up, arch our back. Exhale, rounding our back, chin to chest. Feel free to close your eyes. Let's do this a few times. Inhale, chin up. Feel this stretch in our stomach, our neck. Exhale, rounding our back, chin to chest. Feel free to move around. With that right knee bent, let's lift that right heel up. Just press it to the ceiling or the sky. Let's take a few breaths here. Lower down, other side, left heel. Lower down. We're going to come up on our knees. Right leg is going to come forward. We're going to bend that right knee, hands on that knee. Knee shouldn't go past your toes, it should be right over your heel. Stomach strong, shoulders back. Now you can hold here, you can lift those arms up. Breathing in and out. All right, straighten that right leg. You can drop those hands to the mat or you can reach for those toes. Take a few breaths here. All right, bend that right knee. Left hand drops down right next to that right foot. Right arm reaches to the ceiling or the sky. Slowly coming out. Let's bring that right leg back, left leg forward. And we're patting that knee. We bend that left leg, left knee, hands on that knee. Knee doesn't go past your toes. Do the same thing you did on the other side. Lift those arms above our head. Facial muscles relax. And we straighten that left leg, reach for those toes. All right, bend that left knee. Right hand goes to the mat, right next to that left foot. Left arm reaches up. Neck is comfortable. You can keep your eyes down. You can lift those eyes up. Maybe somewhere in between. All right, let's come back to our knees. And we're going to do a downward dog. If downward dog's too much, press one heel back at a time. Otherwise, fingers are nice and wide, palms pressing into the mat. We lift those knees up, press those heels down. You can walk those heels out, moving your head side to side. You can always bend those knees, straighten them. Let's take a few breaths here. All right, walk those feet up to our hands, forward fold. Feel free to bend those knees. Straightening them, moving around. If you have blocks, you can always place your hands on the blocks. Just drawing that blood to our face. Always coming out early on a pose if you feel lightheaded. Let's take a few more breaths here. All right, slowly coming up. Let's bring those hands behind, clasp our fingers, open up those shoulders, back and down. You can add a slight back bend if you like. All right, back to center. Bring those hands in prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Taking a breath in. Exhale, sit back in chair. Once again, knees don't go past your toes, hips drop down, stomach strong, protect that lower back, tuck our tailbone under. You can lift those arms above your head if you'd like, otherwise you can just keep them here, breathing in and out. All right, let's come up. Let's press those palms together, activate our stomach or chest muscles. Coming up on our toes, let's work on that balance. Lift our heels up. It's a little wobbly up here, that's normal. Breathing in and out. All right, lower those heels down. Forward fold, let's reach for those elbows this time, swaying side to side. Move into our warrior one. We're sending that left leg all the way back. Feel free to move into it. So that left heel drops down. Arms go up. We bend that right knee. Hips are forward. You can place those hands on your hips just to check. Stomach strong. Let's hold here. Now notice if you're like this and that knee goes over, bring that foot forward. Warrior two, right arm goes forward, hips open up with those arms. Take a look at that knee, it should be over your heel. Move that knee to the right, activate those inner thighs. Now we're squeezing those stomach muscles, palms up for a breath or two. All right, straighten that right leg. We're dropping that right arm down. We don't want to lean forward. Let's place that left hand behind us, shoulders back. Let's take a few breaths here. All right. Both hands drop to that right leg, hips shift forward. Let's take a few breaths here. Back to forward fold. Pop that left foot up. Let's take a breath or two here. All right, warrior one on the other side. Right leg goes back. Right heel drops down. Arms go up, bending that left knee. Warrior two, left arm goes forward, hips open up with those arms. Take a look at that knee, it should be to the left. Activate those inner thighs. Once again, neck is comfortable, you can even gaze to the side. Palms up for a breath or two. All right, straighten that left leg. Shift to the left, we drop that left arm down, right arm up. Remember, eyes can be down, they can be to the side. Right arm drops behind, bending that elbow. All right. Slowly coming up. Let's come to standing. Shake those legs out if you'd like. Nice and windy here. Let's do our tree pose. So, left foot on the mat, right foot comes up anywhere but your knee. You can even set those toes down. Feel free to move into it. You can even set it on the calf. You can lift it all the way up to your thigh. Let's take a few breaths here. You can be finding something to focus on, maybe a tree. Slowly coming out. Let's do the other side. You can shake that ankle out. Moving into it. Right foot on the mat, left foot anywhere but your knee. Remember, you can set it on your calf. Lowering down. Let's lift those arms above our heads, full body stretch. Palms come together. Take a few breaths here. You can add a slight back bend. Back to center. Let's drop those arms to the left. And to the right. Back to center. Forward fold. Let's take a few more breaths here. All right, let's move back to downward dog. Press those heels into the mat, or you can drop those knees. Remember, you can drop those knees. One heel presses back at a time. Let's take a few more breaths here, wherever you are. Remember, we push ourselves when we can. We relax when we can, when we need to. Listen to your body. All right, drop those knees down. Let's do another child's pose, nice and wide. This time we're bending those elbows. Hands rest on our shoulders or our back. Let's take a few breaths here. Let's slow that heart rate down. Stay in that child's pose. We make nice long exhales. Slows that heart rate down. All right, coming up. Let's come to our seated position. Let's do our butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together. We sit up nice and tall. Shoulders back and down. Take a deep breath in. On our exhale, leading with our chest. Bow forward. Now listen to your body. Everyone's different. Heels can be in nice and tight. They can be out a little bit. It's important that we don't compare ourselves with other people. Our neighbor, especially in yoga classes. It's about you pushing yourselves when you can. All right. Straightening those legs. Let's reach for those toes. Remember, if you can't touch those toes, just drop your hands where they are. Take a few breaths here. Really, it's that exhale that helps relax those muscles. All right, let's move to our back. Tuck those knees into our chest. Rocking side to side. Let's place that left foot on the mat, right ankle on that left knee. Let's pull that knee towards us. Let's take a few breaths here. You can rock side to side. All right, other side, right foot goes on the mat. Left ankle on that right knee. Let's pull that knee in towards us. All right, full body stretch, hands above our heads. Straightening those legs. Let's take a few breaths here. Move those wrists around, ankles. Stretch that lower back. Tuck that right knee in. Now we drop that knee to our left. Hip comes up. Shoulders, legs stay on the mat if they can. All right, back to center, other side. Right leg is straight. Left knee tucked in. Let's drop that knee to the right. Look to our left if you'd like. All right, back to center. Let's do our Shavasana, relaxation pose. Legs are straight, feet are relaxed, open, arms alongside, palms facing up. Let's close our eyes, take a few deep breaths here, into the nose, out the mouth. 2 more times. Let's stay here for a few breaths, keeping your eyes closed. Peace. It doesn't mean to be in a place where there's no noise, no trouble, no hard times. Peace. It means to be in the midst of those things and still calm in our heart. Just relax those thoughts. Let's deepen our breath here. 4 counts into the nose. 4 or 5 counts out of the nose. Let's make that exhale just a little longer. Starting to wiggle our toes and our fingers. Should be still in Shavasana. Let's lift those arms above our heads, full body stretch. Let's take a few breaths here. We're going to move back to seated position, rolling to one side, taking a breath or 2 there if you'd like. And once you're seated, sitting up nice and tall. We're imagining that a string is pulling our head, straightening our spine, shoulders back and down. Let's focus on what we call a third eye chakra, right between our eyebrows, relaxing those facial muscles. Add a slight smile, letting our body know that we enjoy this process. Let's bring those hands together in Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Let's take a few breaths here. Today I choose to be grateful for everything I have, kind to myself and others, present here and now. Namaste.
joining me